Hey, what's up, everyone? It's not just your average Joe. I'm gonna have my skill inherit videos come full swing with in terms of limits, like the limitations of inheriting skills. So, the A C slots for the most part are all inheritable except for the unit specific ones like Hone Cavalry, and fortify armor and those kinds of skills. So just that's just something. A slots, I'm pretty sure it's okay with everyone. As I covered the healer videos, you can't have any really offensive skills to inherit on them, so that's just something to keep in mind when I talk about the A slots. But the B slots, there are a little bit more restrictions especially in the breaker, in terms of the breakers, and I'll cover the other one in the separate video, so it's not too long. So when you're trying to inherit the breaker, you have to keep in mind that the unit, say Sully, right? She can only inherit breakers that are red or blue. So what she's effective against and her own color, but she cannot inherit a green breaker. So let's go just for example's sake, because I gave Saneki a lot of breakers. So you're gonna see that she can't actually inherit Axe Breaker. So that's just something to keep in mind, because you can only inherit skills that are your color. So this comes full swing. I'll just do an example for Saneki. So very much the same way. Oh wait, not Sully, actually. Just give me 1 second. I just realized that she had the Sword Breaker. So she won't be able to have Lance Breaker. So whoever has Arthur has that. So let's just do that really quickly. So she won't be able to inherit the Lance Breaker, and green units won't be able to inherit the Sword Breaker. So we're gonna put Arthur here, and let's put. Actually, Saneki has the Sword Breaker as well. She has it equipped with her right now. And so Arthur cannot inherit the Swordbreaker because it's not his own color, and it's not one he's good against. So the color that they're not effective against, they can't inherit breakers that are related to that color. If that makes any sense, right? Colorless units do not have this restriction. They can have colorless like not the healers. So the only other option is bow and the thieves, right? So bow users can have pretty much any breaker in general, right? So sword breaker, axe breaker, they can have bow breaker, they can have pretty much anything. Oh, that's something I forgot to note. Like bow breaker and dagger breaker are also inheritable by any color, and the colorless units can inherit any kind of breaker. So I forgot to include that in the who can get the bow breaker and stuff, because Saneki does have the bow breaker. I think that should be everything. I'm just trying to. All right, I don't think Triangle of Death is inheritable by a colorless unit. I think that's an A slot that there's a restriction on. Let me double check with Saneki. I'm actually glad I gave her all those inherits. I can make these videos a lot easier. Yeah. So they can't have Triangle of Death. So any colorless units can't have any A skills that have something to do with weapon advantage, because they don't have any advantage over any color, right? But which is logical, in that sense. So in conclusion, colorless units can inherit any breaker, but they cannot inherit Triangle of Death, and any future skills that involve weapon advantages. Colored units can only inherit their own color and what they're effective against. Those are the only breakers they can inherit. And then you have to keep in mind healer restrictions. And then colorless units can inherit any breaker that they want. So yeah, that's everything. I don't think there's anything more to add. Yeah, that's everything. Thank you for watching, and later days.